I'm sorry, we're having a bit of a puppy break here. Hello internet, my name is Catherine and today I'm talking to you guys about the college application process and where I will be going to college. I wanted to start off this video by talking about what my academic and extracurricular profile looked like so you can get a sense of what colleges were seeing when they looked at my applications. I took a total of 8 AP classes. I took 1 sophomore year, 2 junior year, and 5 senior year. Yes, it was crazy, but I actually loved it. It was so great. My GPA increasingly got higher and I finished off my senior year with a GPA of a 4.886. My cumulative GPA was about a 4.43. So I applied to colleges with a GPA of about a 4.34. Just to give you guys some reference, I was an all A and B student. I had all A's all of senior year, except for I think maybe 1 term I had a B. So I worked really hard. I think I only got about 3 or 4 B's as letter grades throughout my entire high school career. And then for testing, I took both the ACT and the SAT, but only sent my ACT score because it was better. So I had a super score of a 33 on the ACT. I got 131 and 132, and then the super score of those was a 33. So that's academically where I was for colleges. We don't have a rank system at my school because it was so small. So like the top 10% would be an insanely small amount of people, but I was a pretty good student, I would like to say. So there's that. Extracurricularly, I was involved in lots of clubs and organizations. I did thespians, student council. I started, co-founded, and was president of debate club. I did Mu Alpha Theta, which was our math club. I did Students Against Destructive Decisions. I did ambassadors for my school. I was in more clubs than I could honestly keep track of. I was in Women's and Human Rights Club. I was in all the clubs. I did all the clubs. And I had leadership positions in a few of those clubs, and I did those clubs for multiple years, which looks really, really good for colleges. I also had over 100 hours of community service, which I gained most of through one organization, which colleges also really, really like that. I personally wasn't into sports, but that was okay. I still got into college, and I had a part-time job, so I included that in my application as well. So now that you kind of know my profile, let's get into my college application process. I really wanted to be in school in Boston, so I applied to 6 schools in Boston and 1 school in Georgia. It was a school that I just really loved, and it was so beautiful, so I wanted to apply anyway. So I applied to 7 total schools. For colleges, you can either apply regular decision, early decision, or early action. Early action means that you have the choice to attend or not attend the school. If you get in, you just find out earlier and submit your application earlier. Early decision means that you submit your application earlier, and if you get into that school, you are required to go. It is a binding contract agreement, so you can only do early decision for 1 school. And then regular decision is you apply a little bit later and you hear back a little bit later, which is what most people do, and that is not a binding agreement. I did most of my schools early action because I was ready to get my applications out there. I became a little bit more of a more competitive candidate in the early action pool. So that was something that I wanted. I did not apply early decision to any schools. I did have a top choice, but they did not allow early decision applications. So yes, let's get into the schools that I applied to in no particular order. I'm just gonna state the school and have their averages compared to mine and whether or not I applied early action or regular decision. I applied to Boston College and I applied early action. I applied to Boston University and I applied regular decision. I applied to Northeastern University and I applied early action. I applied to Bentley University and I applied regular decision. I applied to Babson College and I applied early action, and I applied to Harvard University and I applied regular decision because I did that one last minute. And then for my Georgia school, I applied to Berry College early action. So most of my schools were early action, but a couple that either had early decision or regular decision, or for Harvard where I applied a little bit later, I just did regular decision for those. I'm gonna start with what my top choice was. I visited colleges in Boston sophomore year, and my top choice was Boston College, and I did not get in. I applied early action, and they got back to me by the early action date saying that my application was deferred, meaning that they didn't make my decision yet. There was a chance that I could get in or a chance that I could get denied, and then I went and I found out at regular decision time, and I was denied. I was really bummed. It was the school I really wanted to go to, but now that I'm here going to the school that I am going to, I am so excited about it, and I honestly think way happier than I would have been at Boston College, because this school is more in Boston. I guess it's like a spoiler alert, I'm not going to the Georgia school, but I think we already knew that because I talked about going to school in Boston. It's whatever. So I'm super excited, and I just think that it was God's way of being like, nope, you're just not supposed to be there. So I believe in a higher power. That's how I thought about that. So yeah. For Boston University, I actually withdrew my application, so I have no idea whether or not I got in or not. I had a couple friends who had applied to Boston University and wanted to go more than I did, and I didn't want to get in and have them not get in when I wouldn't have attended, because I had gotten into other schools at that point. So I withdrew my application to give my friends a better chance of getting in. Neither of them still got in, so did it make a difference? Maybe not, but I did it anyway. At Northeastern University, I got into, it was one of my first schools hearing back from, I believe. So I did get in there, and I got a scholarship of $12,000 per year. I am gonna share my scholarship amount. This is in no way to brag. This is just to be informative, and it's something that helped me make my college decisions. I just want you guys to be aware of that. For Bentley University, I got in and I received a $30,000 scholarship. For Babson College, I got in and received, I believe, a $22,000 scholarship. And then Harvard University, I got denied. I was totally expecting that. I wouldn't have chosen to go to Harvard had I gotten in. The campus vibe wasn't really for me. I didn't feel very attached to it, but my dad and my boyfriend really wanted me to apply just for funsies, so I did. So I was not disappointed that I didn't get in. And then I think I've touched upon all my Boston schools. So now I have my school in Georgia, Berry College. This was the first college I got accepted to, so it's always gonna have a little special place in my heart. I got accepted and I got a $22,000 scholarship, and then later I ended up getting, or a $21,000 scholarship. Later I ended up getting into their honors program with an additional $2,000 scholarship, so that brought my scholarship up to $23,000 per year. So that is just what we are looking at here. A lot of those were about half tuition, except for Northeastern University. That school is about $60,000 a year, so $12,000 isn't half of that, obviously, but just throwing that out there, I got pretty darn good scholarships. And again, this isn't to brag, this is simply to just state this because it was something that helped me make my college decision. I do not want anyone to think that I'm trying to brag here. I'm including the schools I got rejected from. I'm putting it all out there, all on the internet for people to just rip me up if they want to. So after I had heard back from Boston College, I had decided that I didn't want to go to Bentley University or Babson, and I withdrew my application from Boston University. I didn't get into Boston College, I didn't get into Harvard, so that was 5 schools that I had narrowed down that I did not want to attend. So then I was left with Northeastern University and Berry College in Georgia. Completely different schools. Northeastern University has about 15,000 undergrad and about 18,000 total in it. Berry College is just a college, so it's just undergrad. It has less than 3,000. My dog just opened my door and walked into my room. Hello. Oh, she wants to say hi. I'm sorry, we're having a bit of a puppy break here. But Northeastern was a lot bigger than Berry. It was in the city of Boston. Berry College is in Rome, Georgia. I just saw a fish jump outside my window. This is such an eventful video. It's a lot smaller of a school, but the campus is huge. It's the biggest campus in the world. It's also stunning. You can go horseback riding on campus, mountains, hiking on campus. This whole thing, it was so awesome. Northeastern University is right in the heart of Boston. It is a beautiful school, bigger school. Yeah. And I am going to school for entrepreneurship and business. At Barry College, they didn't have an entrepreneurship degree, they only had a business degree. And at Northeastern, they had a school dedicated to business, and I could concentrate on entrepreneurship. So, I think we already know at this point, but let's just do a drum roll for fun. I'm going to Northeastern University. Woo! I am a Husky. I am so excited to be a Husky. I think it is going to be an amazing 4 or 5 years. My dog is crawling on my, there she is. Hi. Can you let me film my video, please? I think it's gonna be an amazing few years. I'm so excited. All the people that I've met that are going there so far are so great. I just think it's gonna be the best experience ever. I am officially a Husky, so excited. And yeah, so get ready for a lot more college videos, a lot more videos in Boston. And if you have any questions about the college application, process or Northeastern or Boston, comment those down below and I will be sure to answer them. That was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I make new videos every single Saturday and I would love to have you. Hope you guys have a great day and I love you so much. Bye!